You want the Nanches?
Tell him we going to Canelo next.
Yes.
Let's
go. Canelo, come on.
You heard it from him.
At 36 years old, Terence Crawford has declared his commitment to pursuing only legacy-defining battles, with a potential showdown against Saul Canelo Alvarez emerging as the most compelling opportunity available. Crawford has been actively campaigning for this bout for several months, maintaining it as his primary objective, while the Mexican champion views this potential clash as a chance to further solidify his standing among this generation's elite fighters. With His Excellency Turki Alalshek's support behind the scenes, negotiations have apparently gained significant traction, and reports suggest the agreement is now in place, with Canelo reportedly consenting to proceed. Terence Crawford delivered a career-best display when he thoroughly dominated Errol Spence Jr., unifying the welterweight titles and securing his place in boxing lore. Crawford's superiority was evident from the first round, as Spence, previously considered his greatest rival, simply couldn't compete at his level. Crawford dictated the pace with exceptional precision, devastating power, and masterful boxing intelligence, winning virtually every minute of the contest.
Everything in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better, no? Terence Crawford is a great fighter, he's a good fighter, but you know, like I say, he's weight classes for.
After his dominant showing against Spence, Crawford has elevated his ambitions even higher. He's now targeting a battle with Canelo Alvarez, who campaigns 3 divisions above him and remains one of boxing's biggest attractions today. For Crawford, this isn't about seeking comfortable or easy opposition. He's concentrated on establishing an enduring legacy and demonstrating he deserves recognition among the sport's elite. A confrontation with Canelo would represent the supreme test and the most direct route to securing his position among boxing's legendary champions. Meanwhile, Canelo has demonstrated obvious hesitation regarding a potential encounter with Crawford, primarily due to the considerable weight disparity between them. Despite Crawford's outstanding achievements, Canelo has frequently downplayed the matchup's appeal, indicating he wouldn't receive substantial credit for beating a naturally smaller opponent.
Fight Teofimo first, and then we'll see, right? At the end of the day, like I said before, I'm not asking for that fight. They want to make that fight because it's a payday, obviously, but I don't want that fight. I think
Crawford, though, has remained persistent in his pursuit, as discussions surrounding the potential super fight intensified. Increasing numbers of supporters and boxing experts began advocating for the contest, mounting pressure on Canelo. Crawford maintained public momentum by consistently demanding the fight, which further amplified the speculation. The dynamics changed following Canelo's latest performance against Edgar Berlanga, where many anticipated a routine evening for the champion, as Berlanga was generally considered an overmatched challenger despite his unbeaten record. Canelo hasn't secured a knockout since his 11th round finish of Caleb Plant in November 2021, with the Berlanga contest representing his 5th consecutive fight reaching the final bell. This pattern has prompted some observers to wonder whether the former knockout artist has diminished his finishing ability, though his dedicated fan base remains unwavering in their support. Nevertheless, his failure to stop Berlanga within the distance provided additional discussion points regarding future challenges awaiting him. Behind closed doors, circumstances were evolving as reports indicated the financial package for a Crawford fight had substantially improved, making the proposition considerably more appealing than previous offers.
Now, put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turki Alalshek calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
no comment.
Some analysts suggest Canelo's recent showings may have bolstered belief in Crawford's ability to present genuine problems inside the ring.
Well done.
Currently, Canelo seems more receptive than previously to entertaining a Crawford bout, although specific conditions remain attached to any potential agreement.
Not at all. You know, I think business.
Canelo's increased openness to discussing the matchup has sparked renewed excitement throughout the boxing community. Speculation about a possible clash between two undisputed level champions from separate weight classes has regained significant traction.
Work, I heard him say, I'm easy work. If I was easy work, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to...
While Crawford stays completely committed to arranging a fight with Canelo, the outcome remains undecided, and Canelo might eventually select an alternative path. His camp continues evaluating multiple potential challengers, with the Crawford option representing just one avenue under consideration.
About me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won.
Interestingly, Bronval has consistently indicated his readiness to drop to 168 pounds for a second meeting, seeking to demonstrate his previous victory over Canelo wasn't merely due to size advantages. Should he make that reduction and meet Canelo at super middleweight, the fight's stakes and storyline would transform completely. However, with Bronval currently preparing for a light heavyweight unification against Artel Beterbiev in October, timing for any Canelo rematch remains unclear. Simultaneously, Canelo possesses other viable options, including defending his super middleweight championships against emerging undefeated contenders like Christian Mobili and Diego Pacheco, both highly ranked division fighters who could provide fresh challenges. Mobili particularly stands out for his aggressive, high-pressure approach that could create an exciting matchup, though neither he nor Pacheco is currently viewed as a serious threat to Canelo's supremacy. Nothing has received official confirmation yet, but developments suggest growing possibility. With improved financial terms and Canelo now willing to engage in discussions, the fight is gradually shifting from pure speculation toward realistic potential. Mounting interest from fans, media, and promoters continues building momentum that's bringing both parties closer to genuine negotiations. Crawford remains completely dedicated to the concept, as his accomplishments across multiple divisions have already established him among boxing's finest, but facing Canelo at super middleweight would constitute a massive step up requiring movement through two full weight classes. His limited experience beyond welterweight includes only his cautious unanimous decision over Israel Madrimov at 154 pounds, a measured performance that raised questions about his ability against naturally bigger, stronger opponents. This uncertainty adds intrigue to a potential Canelo showdown, while Canelo has voiced concerns not only about size differences but also perception, suggesting even victory over Crawford might not earn full recognition due to Crawford's smaller frame and weight class history. The substantial financial package being discussed reflects these complexities, as Canelo's team reportedly considers exceptional compensation essential given the involved risks. Recent tensions between Canelo and Turki Alalshik over various matchmaking decisions, particularly regarding opponents like David Benavidez, have created additional complications that could influence negotiations.
What do we think about Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean...
According to ESPN's Mike Coppinger, Alalshik has stated his readiness to present Canelo with what he considers appropriate compensation for the fight, adding that acceptance would lead to direct negotiations between them to complete arrangements without intermediaries involved. However, potential complications exist regarding Canelo's financial expectations, though the clear position remains that even excessive demands from Canelo wouldn't prevent Crawford from securing a major fight of his choosing. With these matters now being addressed, the possibility of a Canelo versus Crawford spectacular is appearing increasingly realistic and could materialize soon.